This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Watch out, watch out. Street. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
Get wide. Check 43.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 20, 10, 5. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw here. Herbert steps away. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Geno. Steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You know they pay me extra for this.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 82 yards. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 76 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down, and I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 29, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
They keep looking his way, and he certainly keeps delivering. That puts him just shy of 200 yards receiving now for the game. And I've got a feeling they'll keep calling his number until the end. Gotta wonder, if you're on defense and you know he's getting the ball, can't you make an adjustment?
Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his right. Finding Williams once more. Complete. Touchdown. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 10, Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Back to throw, Smith. And once again, it's Eskridge. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here it comes, here it comes. Nine the mic, nine the mic. Woo-hoo. On the ball, let's go.
Throwing now is Gino.
Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go.
Crossing route catch made by Eskridge. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Will Dissly taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. There's Smith looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
On the move to his left. He's got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Touchdown. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play. Then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
So once again, the Charger offense is going to line up to go for 2 here.
Check it out, read. 79 Broncos. He's coming. Hey, check that. Street.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive it was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
On first down, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to Walker on first down. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
You. Watch the edge.
Check smash. Check smash.
Bang.
Big lion.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Switch. Check nickel. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 37. Check 37.
On third and short, going with their tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Will Dissly with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now Smith, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
57. You better bring it. Jack! Shift! Watch the shift!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Oh, here we go. Oh, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Herbert rolling to his left. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Sponge. No. Street. 70 Ranger.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Out to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Second and 10.
Check 56. Watch the slant. 56. Mike 50. 56. 3 bars. Check. Hot.
Herbert back to the air. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Going right back to Fant. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now it's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
70 Lions.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now the Chargers have it. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. But he'll get no further as he's brought down within sight of the goal line inside the 20. But all he'll get is knowledge that the extra point was no good.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it. And maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there. Blocked the extra point and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Buying time to his left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And this is caught by Williams. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert being chased out left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Cup 19, Cup 19, go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Gino's going to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Herbert now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And some room to roam now. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 35. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go now. Viking 18. 70 Timberwolf. 30 trap 60. Trap 60. Wide. Get wide. Check 43.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Forced out to his left. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
He's checking.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Check 9. Kill. Hey, check.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Here we go. Under 10.
Herbert going to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now it's Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, that's good.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 71 yards. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Smith on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he rifles one incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
A short kick taken at the 18. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass. Touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
When I see a route like that, I don't know how anybody stays with these receivers because he curled back. I thought he was going to stop, then he just took off.
He really gave the impression that the curl was the end of the route. But when he turned it upfield and the throw was there, nothing a defender can do.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Come on, D.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Steps away. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 72 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled, and it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fields this way up at this. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis. 36 yards. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
49.
To throw is Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Come on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To the air again, Smith. He's got his tight end fan. On the move past the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 65 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Blue there.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. A short kick taken at the 18. There he goes, left side. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Officially, it's an 82-yard kick return. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 15.
Panther 60.
Smith. Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey,
On 4th down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they